Eagle 95.1. Good morning. It is Friday morning. It's Tim Ellis with you right around 9:10, which means it's time for one of my new and favorite segments I do here on the morning show now. We created this just over about a month ago, just simply due to the fact that I am a self-proclaimed book nerd. I love reading, and so when we can promote that literacy and keeping the books in the hands of people, because I still love the actual book too. I'd rather have that than the digital stuff. But either way, hey, reading's reading. But I prefer the book in hand. And I also love the fact that our friends Les and Kelly Townsend from Island Books and Crafts teamed up with us to bring this new segment called 5 Minutes in the Book. Again, it's about promoting reading, but it's also giving a chance for local, regional, and even some national authors to get their name out there and help spread the word and let them know that these books are available, and to kind of give a chance to maybe open us up to a topic or a subject matter we may not have thought about before. And that's why right now I'm very happy to welcoming our next author inside with us for 5 Minutes in the Book. She is author Amy Kelsel joining us this morning. Amy, good morning.
Good morning.
It is wonderful to have you with us. So first of all, are you a local resident?
I am.
Okay, born and raised?
No.
No?
I've been here about 6 years now. So
Okay.
happy to be here.
Yeah, well, as Upers, we embrace.
Yes.
Yeah, that is wonderful. So 6 years in the UP with us. That's great.
Yep.
So the title of your book, It Takes a Forest to Raise a Tree.
Exactly.
I love the play on that. That is outstanding. Before we get into the book, Amy, just kind of bring us on to the journey of what made you want to do, where it started, where you thought, you know what, I want to write a book.
Well, I've wanted to write a book. Well, I've wanted to be a writer ever since I was in fourth grade.
Okay.
Where I wrote my first book in fourth grade, and I won a prize for our school, for the book. So
Sure. You were
ever
hooked.
since then, I was hooked.
You were hooked.
Exactly.
That's fun. And I mean, if you don't mind, what was that book all about? If you remember.
I do remember. I still have it.
Okay.
It was about a girl who woke up in a strange place, and she met a deer and became friends with the deer, and
Okay.
it's all about their friendship. And then at the end, she wakes up and it's a dream. So
Any thought of maybe rewriting into a more current version and trying it again?
I have not thought of that.
Okay.
Yet.
Well, that's all right. We're here to talk about the book that is out. So, It Takes a Forest to Raise a Tree. Now, you wrote the one back in elementary school. Is this your first adult book, if you will?
No, actually, this is the seventh book that I have
Wow,
published.
outstanding.
So, yep.
Good for you. That means we're just going to have you back for more segments. Then.
Sounds good.
But this is your more recent,
Yes, this is my most recent one.
Okay, so It Takes a Forest to Raise a Tree. Bring us inside the book and tell us, kind of give us a abridged version of what this is about.
Well, it is the story of a tree. As I say on the title, it's the autobiography of a tree, as
Okay.
retold by me. So I tell the story. But it is actually written from the point of view of the tree, and it goes all the way from being a seed all the way up through the life of the tree until the end of the life. So,
Okay.
but of course, in the process, the tree learns a lot, and it's really kind of a metaphor for life in general, and a lot of things that we can learn through the tree.
Yeah.
Life. So.
Outstanding. What made you want to approach a book written this way?
Well, I always wanted to try to kind of do that metaphor kind of a
Yes.
story. When I was a kid, one of the big stories that really influenced me was Jonathan Livingston Seagull, which, if you're familiar with, is a story about a seagull, but it's really more about life in general and stuff.
Yeah.
So kind of the same concept. And living up here amongst all the trees, I kind of felt a call to that. And then what really solidified it was I started learning about how trees communicate through the fungal network.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I could talk about how they communicate. And that suddenly opened up the idea of the story. So
Was there some research? Like you said, you just talked about how trees can communicate. Was there a lot of research you had to do for this?
well, even before I started, what kind of gave me the idea was there's a book by Peter Wohlenben, I think is how you say it,
Mm-hmm.
which is The Hidden Life of Trees, which is more of a scientific story.
Okay.
But it kind of got me thinking about it, so that was big. And then also Susan Simard has done a lot of work with the science behind that.
The science behind it. So
yep.
It takes a forest to raise a tree. What is the idea is this tree that grows up in its life. What is the age range that you targeted with this book?
The idea is it should be for any ages,
Yeah.
really.
So there is some adult. The adult could read this and take some stuff from it.
Definitely, yes.
If it has metaphor for life. As
Yeah.
soon as you said that, I'm like, you know what? This is. I think this is a book that any age could read.
Exactly. That's my goal, yeah.
Yeah, outstanding. And of course, it's available at Island Books and Crafts.
It is, yeah. Thanks
Very
to
good. And have
Les
you?
and Kelly, yeah, they're
Yeah,
great.
they are such good people, and their support of local authors and regional artisans is outstanding.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah.
How long did it take you to write this?
This actually took me about a month, to be honest. It
Okay.
came really quick.
I was going to say, once it started flowing, it probably.
Yeah, it was very much just kind of listening. I really feel like it kind of came through me from the trees. So, I was
Outstanding.
listening to them and just letting it come out.
And I love the approach authors take sometimes. Would you literally go out and surround yourself with trees sometimes and write or take notes or?
Yeah, I have some property out in Hessel where
Okay.
I'm just surrounded by trees. So mostly I would just sit there in the window and just look at the trees and listen to them.
Let
and
them talk to you.
Let them talk. Yep.
Ah, wonderful! What I can't wait to take a look at this book and get down there at Island Books and Crafts. It takes a forest to raise a tree, but again, you say it's kind of more of a metaphor for life.
Yes, exactly.
Outstanding. Author is Amy Kelso. You can get her book at Island Books and Crafts right now. If they are out, they will order more. And remember, you can get any book you ever want from Island Books and Crafts just by stopping in and seeing Les and Kelly. If they don't have it, they'll order it for you and get it in 5 minutes in the book. Author Amy Kelso for It Takes a Forest to Raise a Tree. Amy, thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, more on the way with Eagle 95.1.